Goodness. Oh my goodness. We got an incredible show today. I got to change the thing. I got to change the date. I'll do that right now.
Good morning and welcome to Hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to seven, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. What I love most about Hashtag Rise and Grind is I write the shows in the morning, right before the show, right? Like I have a theme for the week, so I have an idea of what we're going to talk about, but then I actually write the show first thing in the morning. So sometimes when I write a show, after I get done writing the show, I'm like, holy smokes, dude, this is going to be an incredible episode of Hashtag Rise and Grind. And today is one of those days. Today's one of those days where we are going to dive in today, and it is going to be absolutely incredible. But we've got a lot on the agenda, so I'm going to have to move really, really fast to make sure that I get you all the value that you deserve today on Wednesday, May 29th, 2019. So good morning, good morning, good morning, my friend. Today is Wednesday, May 29th, 2019. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time that it'll ever be Wednesday, May 29th, 2019. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most of this incredible day. Fair enough? Let's make the absolute most of this incredible day. It's going to be 83 degrees today here in Kentucky. We're looking at about 83 degrees. It's going to be rainy all day, but that's okay. As long as it's warm, I'm cool. I'm just not a big fan of the heat. I can handle a little bit of water, but it's beautiful out here in Kentucky, man. I don't know what it looks like in your home state, but I know that out here right now in Kentucky, it has been absolutely gorgeous. The everything is just so green. We've had so much water that everything is thriving. It's vibrant green. It's almost like Technicolor or HD, whatever you want to call it. It's just gorgeous. I mean, even just driving down the road, I'm looking at all the different leaves and whatnot, and I'm just like, man, what a beautiful planet we live on. What a beautiful state this is. And it's just an incredible season. I love this time of year, especially out at the ballpark, man. We were out at the ballpark last night. My man Joel, this is Fisher right here in the picture because he just looks super, super cute, dude. He's this tiny little dude and he's carrying the bat. That's Joel's bat and Joel's bag. But we were out at the ballpark last night for a ball game and it was so much fun. I mean, my son Joel, he went 3 for 4, got on base 3 out of 4 times. He actually hit the ball strong all 4 times, 4 for 4 on his hits, but 3 for 4 as far as getting on base. And what's crazy is just 4 games ago, my son, he couldn't hit the ball. He was just learning. He's 7 years old. He'd always done it off a tee. This was his first year of coach pitch. So 4 games ago, he couldn't hit the ball at all. And yet last night, my man went 3 for 4. We as a dad, we want to say 4 for 4 because he hit the ball 4 times. But in reality, he got on base 3 out of 4 times, which is phenomenal, man. Right? And he just makes me proud because he's this kid that is laser focused. Whatever he is doing, he is laser focused, almost to a fault, where his mom has to Joe, pay attention, pow, because whatever he's focused on, that's where he's at, right? You can't distract him, you can't pull him away from it, and that alone makes the kid at 7 years old. It makes him stand out. He stands out in soccer. He stands out on the baseball field. He stands out in all the different activities that he does because he has this laser focus that most children his age don't have, right? Most children at 7 years old, they're playing with butterflies, they're picking up the dirt. But this kid, I mean, he goes in the dugout, he hits, when there's 3 outs, he goes in the dugout, he grabs his glove, he's out on the field. He's the first one out there, he's got his hands on his knees, he's ready to play. The kid is laser focused, and that laser focus makes him stand out, and that same laser focus is something that will make you stand out as well. If you can become that human, that type of human that is laser focused, it'll change your life. It will absolutely change your life. But before we get too far into this is the part of the show. Let's do some dancing this morning. I got a new song. Is this it? Yeah, that's how I'm feeling today. I'm feeling like life is a highway, my friends, and I want to ride it all night long. Hey, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, do me a favor. Share it out, man. I've been coming live at 5:30 in the morning for like a year and a half now. Least you can do, push that share button. This is also the part of the show where I'm going to say good morning to you, and I want you to say good morning to me. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, say what's up, and I'll say what's up back. Good morning, Laura Berman. How you doing, Nathaniel Banks? What's up, Joe Leach? How you doing, Gina Villanueva? What's up, Keith Hamilton and BB Brandon? AJ Anderson's up in here, and Janelle Griego. What's up, Kurt Allen McFarland? Bro, I was calling you. You know why I was calling you yesterday? Because you did you watched the show yesterday, you did your morning routine yesterday, and I saw you sold at least 3 cars yesterday. Coincidence? I think not. What's up, Whitney Wells? What's up, Dwayne Arthur? How you doing, Nathaniel Banks and Patrick Booth? What's up, Josh? Oh, Beth Workman is up in here. Adam Aarons is up in here. CC Eberly and Eric Burns. What's up, George Fleming? George Fleming's been up since 3 a.m. What's up, Paige Kurt Singer and Bonnie Hundley? Bonnie Hundley was one of my winners. That's what's up. Jeff Baker's up in here. Tabby Negrit, Terry LaPierre. What's up, man? Hi, Leanne. Scott Simons. Man, I was thinking about you this morning too, Scott. Man, all you guys have been in my head. You guys are like my family. My family, you know what I'm saying? I just wake up thinking about you. I love all of y'all. All right, cool. We got to move on. I do like this song, though. I can feel this. I can feel that song. I could rock that for a little while. Listen, if you haven't yet, I need you to go get your free, absolutely 100% free copy of The Morning Five Simple Steps to an Extraordinary Life. If you haven't got your copy yet, go get it. You can get it at themorning5.com. It's 100% completely free. Get the book, read the book, listen to the audio book if you want. There's an audio version. Listen to that. Do whatever you got to do. Start applying these things into your life. It's crazy, man. The stories that I am getting, the things that people are posting. If you already have the book, go ahead and drop it in the comments. Be like, yeah, Glenn, got it, right? That would be awesome if you would do that. If you like the book, then like this post or something, or throw me some hearts or something if you actually like the book. If you don't like the book, then there's something wrong with you. I'm just saying, sorry. It's got to be you, right? I'm just playing. But you got to get yourself a copy of The Morning Five Simple Steps to an Extraordinary Life, man. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. Also, you guys are probably looking at me today going, man, Glenn looks really fresh today, right? He looks clean, like he looks good. And on that note, I would say thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that you think I look good today. But part of the reason I look good today is I've actually had a shower before the show, and I'm already dressed and ready to go for the day before the show, because as soon as this show's over, I'm going to be heading down to Nashville. I'm going to head down to Nashville, Tennessee. I'm going to meet up with Galen Davis, the head pastor at Cornerstone Nashville, which is the church down there that we are going to be holding the Grow Your Business for God's Sake conference on August 16th and 17th. If you haven't got your tickets yet for this conference, dude, what are you waiting for? Brian Benstock on the stage, Adi Arizini on the stage. She's the CEO and founder of Teamy Blend. She built a company from her mother's bedroom into a multi-million-dollar company in less than 5 years. Steve Brewster, owner of Wholesale Inc., the number one distributor of automobiles in the United States of America. Sharon Lecter sold 30 million books as the co-author of Rich Dad Poor Dad. Danelle Delgado, world-renowned speaker and millionaire maker, and one of my truly dear friends. Shaka Dyson, the number one F&I trainer in the world, with an incredible story of overcoming. Lisa Copeland, who is now an iHeart Radio DJ with 470,000 listeners every single day. These are the people that are going to be on stage in Nashville And I got good news for you. I contacted the Courtyard Marriott in Goodlet, Tennessee, which is right next to Cornerstone, Nashville, and they are going to give you guys a reduced rate, $99 a night for the hotel. All you got to do is call them, Courtyard Marriott in Goodlet, Tennessee. Call them and tell them you're with the Grow Your Business for God's Sake conference, and they're going to give you a $99 room rate on an incredible room, right? Awesome. So I'm headed down there today to meet up with Galen, to walk through the church and just kind of go over some things and make sure everything's smooth and everything's ready for this incredible conference, because it is important to me, incredibly important to me, that this conference over delivers. I want to over deliver for the church. I want to over deliver for my speakers, and I want to over deliver for everyone that's going to be in attendance. Like, I am putting my name on this conference. This is my family's legacy, and I promise you it's going to be over the top. So I'm driving down today. I'll be driving back later tonight. I've got 7 hours on the road so that I can spend 6 hours down there, but it's worth it to me because I want to spend some time and make sure that I serve these people the right way. So make sure you get your tickets to Grow Your Business for God's sake. You got to do it, all right? Now, check it out. On Friday, there's going to be a guy named Jeff Mata on the show. Really important. If you have any friends, family members that haven't watched the show yet, you don't know when to bring them on, I want you to bring them on Friday so they can meet this guy.
Mr. Mata, I'm sorry to inform you, but you won't be able to see again. There just aren't any surgeries that will be able to fix your sight.
Jeff, you're not going to amount to anything anymore, so give up. Jeff, you can't work anymore, so give up. Jeff, no one's going to want to be with you, so give up. My name is Jeff Mata, and this is my story. On April 18th, 2008, I lost my sight, but gained my vision. I've won 3 world championships through the Sport Jiu-Jitsu International Federation. It wasn't against other blind people like myself. It was against sighted people. The cool thing was, I just did it with my eyes closed. I just want people to see me as a regular person. Blindness does not define me. I want people to know that there's a stigma for blindness. I'm just doing everything that I would be doing in my life. You don't need sight to train jiu-jitsu. I love competing. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're finished. And I'm not finished yet.
Through time, we grind. Through struggle, we transcend.
My man Jeff Mata is going to be coming to us live from San Diego, California. It is going to be 2:30 in the morning his time. He's going to be on the show, but he's like, Glenn, I really don't care what time it's at. He said, I can't see anyway. Dude's got an amazing sense of humor. He loves life, and he won an Olympic gold medal in jiu-jitsu blind up against people that have sight. Imagine getting your butt kicked by a blind dude, right? So how does Jeff win? Like, how does Joel win, right? And how can you always win? That's what we want to talk about, right? That's what we want to talk about so that you can stand out. Like, the key to Jeff Mata, the key to Joel, the key to people that win all the time. I'll throw Scott Simons in there, Liza Myers-Borges, a bunch of winners, Lisa Copeland, Shaka Dyson, Brian Benstock. One of the keys is that these people have laser focus, man. And today I have 5 ways to help you be and stay laser focused so that you can stand out as well. Fair enough? We're going to have to go quick. We're going to have to bang right through them. 5 ways that you can stay laser focused. Mike Brockway, if you're in here, take notes. Let's get right into the first one. All right? Very first and foremost, in order for you to be and to stay laser focused so that you can stand out, is I need you to simplify your goals. This is a big deal. This is something that I see people do constantly all the time. They set a goal. It's a really big goal. It's a goal that makes them stretch. It's a goal that causes them to grow and go to the next level, which is important. We want big, lofty goals, right? I've got a goal of having the #1 most watched morning show in the world. That's a big goal, right? So big goals are good. However, I need you to simplify that goal. Because see, when your goal is so big, it's going to have a ton of little itty bitty moving parts. And all of those little itty bitty moving parts, if we don't simplify things, are going to overwhelm us. You're not going to be able to stay laser focused on where you're headed. You understand? So step 1 is I need you to simplify the goal. I'm going to give you an example. I sold with my team at Dan Cummins in Paris, Kentucky, tiny population, 9,600 people. But when I was selling cars, we sold 1,043 cars in March of 2018. That was in 27 business days. And here's the thing about this. Here's the thing that I want you to catch on. Here's the thing I want you to pay attention to. It wasn't a shocker. It wasn't a surprise. I called it 4 months before. I sat down with the owners of the dealership and I said, March of 2018, we will sell over 1,000 cars that month. We will sell over 1,000 cars. And they looked at me like I was crazy. They're like, what are you talking about? How are you going to sell 1,000 cars? We've never even broke 900. How are we going to break 1,000? I told them it's simple. Look, I've already done the math. There's 27 business days in March of 2018. If I can get one car, if I can get each salesperson to sell one car a day every single day that they're at work, that means I have to have 39 salespeople. Now, in order for 39 salespeople to sell one car a day every single day that they're at work, I need to have 10,530 leads for the day, because I know that if I can get 10 leads will turn into 5 appointments. Of those 5 appointments, 10 leads will turn into 7 appointments. Of those 7 appointments, 5 will show up. And of the 5 that show up, my guys are going to sell 3 of them. I know this. So if I can get these guys, I know the numbers. I know the math. I know what I have to do in order to win. I broke it down, and I knew that we had the opportunity, right? We had to sell, we had to have 1,600 cars in inventory, like blah, blah, blah. There's all these different numbers that boiled into it. A lot of numbers can get complicated. So then I pulled out a calendar, right? I pulled out a calendar, and I wrote down one day, on this day, we need to sell this many cars. And on this day, we need to sell 23 cars. On this day, we have to sell 47 cars. On this day, we have to sell 72 cars. And I broke it down, and we took it, when we went into March, we took it one day at a time. Very simple. All right, I got to have 18 cars today. That means I got to have at least this many guys on the floor. This many guys, they each got to sell one car a day every single day that they're at work. When you simplify your big goals, you break them down to the small. Now you can stay laser focused on each of those individual small goals that are cumulatively, that's a tough word for 5:30 a.m. I don't know if you guys keep getting kicked out. My phone keeps getting kicked out, which is crazy because our feed is super, super strong. But my phone keeps getting kicked out. It did this to me yesterday too. I noticed it was doing it on some other people's lives too. It's got to be something going on with Facebook. But when we break it down to the small, right? When we break it down to the small, then we can stay laser focused on the individual tiny little goals that cumulatively are going to add up to you reaching and maximizing, hitting that really big, really strong stretch. Fair enough? That's step 1. Step 1 to staying and being laser focused is I need you to simplify your goals. Step 2 is I need you to taste the victory. You feel me? I need you to taste the victory. You see, your mind is an incredibly powerful thing. Your mind is an incredibly powerful tool. And see, your mind has the ability to see things. It has the ability to taste it, to hear it, to smell it, to live it. And see, once you've had it, once you've tasted it, once you've smelt it, once you've seen it, once you've like actually lived it, you can never go back. You can never go back because you're going to want it, right? You're going to stay laser focused. You're like, I want more of that. For example, I just flew first class to Greece. I went first class to Greece. It was amazing. I had a chef on the plane. Like, I can't even tell you the experience when I flew. It was 10 hours on a plane, and I promise you I could have done another 10. I could have easily done another 10. I had room to lay down. I had my own little individual TV. They were bringing me whatever meals that I wanted. The food was delicious, right? So I had this first class experience, and I'm telling you right here, right now, I will never travel overseas any other way. Ever. I will never travel overseas any other way. I can't go back. I refuse. So when we can taste the victory in your minds, taste it, smell it, see it, visualize it, then once you've had it, you will not be able to go back. You won't be able to go back and say, oh, well, I can do without. No, you're going to become laser focused. Like, I have to have that in my life. I currently have visions of what my family's life looks like. I currently have visions of what we're going to do with Grow Your Business for God's sake, and what we're going to do with Rise and Grind. And I understand, and I've seen it. I've already seen it all the way through to the end. Like, I see my family in China at a mega church, and we're delivering, and my buddy Darian, he's on the stage, and he's singing, and he's performing, and we're pouring into these human beings. Like, I see it, right? There's a reason that my wife chose to homeschool our kids. So that offers us a luxury that some people can't afford. We can travel. We can take the kids with us. They can go. So I can see all these things. I can see it. I can taste it. I know what it looks like. I know what it feels like. Therefore, I am laser focused on achieving that goal. I can't go back. So any of your goals, any of your dreams, I need you to see them, taste them, touch them, feel them, live them. Live them. I guarantee you Scott Simon sat in a Lamborghini before he bought one. I guarantee it. I guarantee you he sat in one he visualized having, when he knew what it felt like. He knew what it tasted like, what it smelled like, before he ever got to the point where he was able to buy one. And that was his drive. That's how he stayed laser focused to make sure that he wins so that he could get that, right? So that's step 2. See it, taste it, feel it, live it. That way you can't go back. Step 3 to becoming laser focused and staying laser focused. Step 3 is I need you to focus on your strengths, not your weaknesses. Focus, dude, I'm talking to you, like, seriously. I'm talking directly to you. Focus on your strengths, not your weaknesses. You spend too much time looking at what everyone else can do that you can't do. You spend too much time beating yourself up for not being able to do certain things. You spend too much time knocking yourself down. I need you to stand up, and I need you to stand up strong. I need you to understand that your strengths are what is going to push you through. Your strengths are what are going to take you to the top. Screw your weaknesses. We've all got them. But I want you to focus on your strengths. See, my man Joel, he's a little bit smaller, and it's a little bit smaller, and he's not as strong as the other kids. But you know what? You know what his strengths are? The dude's fast, and he will outlast you. When he first put a basketball in his hand, he could not reach the goal. The kid sat out there for 3 hours just throwing the ball up, throwing the ball up, throwing the ball up, throwing the ball up, not even getting close, just throwing the ball up, not even getting close. His sister was like, I'm going inside. He's like, see you, throwing the ball up, throwing the ball up, throwing the ball up. 3 hours later, he made his first basket. First basket of his life. This was when he was like 4 or 5 years old. First basket, he made it. Boom, after 3 hours, he grabbed the ball. He said, okay, good. Went back in the house. He was done. That's his strength. My son's strength is not that he's naturally gifted or talented. His strength is that he knows that if he stays with it with will and determination, he can outlast everybody else. That's where he's laser focused. My man, Jeff Mata. Dude, the dude can't see. The dude is blind, right? So does he sit there and say, oh, well, I'm blind, let's focus on my weakness? Heck no, dude. He'd get punched in the face. He'd get kicked to the ground. It'd be over. He focuses on his strengths, man. He's like, okay, I don't have any sight, but you know what? I have the ability to touch. I can touch and I can feel. And he's like, and I can hear better than you can hear, right? This dude's a gold medalist. This dude is blind, and he kicks the butts of human beings that train every single day to try to kick other people's butts. He's blind. He focuses on his strengths. If you want to become a person that is laser focused, because those that are laser focused are the ones that win. If you want to become that guy, focus on your strengths, not your weaknesses. Step 4, I need you to understand something, my friend. It is bigger than you. What does that mean, Glenn? Dude, it's bigger than you. Listen, today I'm going to Nashville. For the next 2.5 months, I will go to Nashville once a week. Every single week, I will make the 7-hour drive. I want to make sure that I'm back home so that I can tuck my kids in at night. But I'm going to go down there over the next 10 weeks, over the next 2.5 months, once a week, because God asked me. He didn't ask anybody else. God asked me to create a unique environment and experience in the church. He asked me to teach business owners, entrepreneurs, and business professionals how to grow their business for God's sake. That's what he asked me to do. And so I promise you, I will over-deliver on this experience for everyone involved, because I understand that this is not about me. It's so much bigger than me. Yes, I'm the one that got called. Yes, it's my turn to stand up, but it's not for Glenn. This conference is not for Glenn. It's for God. It's for his kingdom. It's for you. It's for my speakers. It's for the church. We are going to raise over $100,000 for that church. We are going to raise over $50,000, maybe if I do it right, over $100,000 for Rescue One Global. Rescue One Global is an organization that is out there tackling the human trafficking epidemic that is going on in the world. Men and women, actually boys and girls, are being kidnapped and brutalized and used for sexual acts all over this planet. And I get to be a part of something that's going to do something about that. That's why I drive the 7 hours. That's why I'm laser focused. That's why I'm up at 3:50 a.m. That's why I show up at 5:30. That's why I do Rise and Grind. That's why I do giveaways. That's why I write books. That's why I do all of that. That's why I stay so laser focused. And that's why I win, because I understand it's not about me. And I want you to understand that it's so much bigger than you. That's step 4. You want to become a person that wins by being laser focused? Then understand it's so much bigger than you, dude. It is so much bigger than you. Step 5. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I hope you're loving it. If you haven't shared it now. Your friends will probably be like, dude, thanks for sharing that with me. Or they might be like, dude, you need to listen to this guy. You feel me? I don't know which way it's going to go, but hit that share button. Number 5, I want you to understand something. This is really important. In order for you to become laser focused and stay laser focused, I need you to understand that you have value. Okay? You have value. You are an asset. I want you to have the mentality, if I go down, the whole thing goes down, right? Whether it's true or not, I need you to believe in order for you to become a person that is laser focused, that consistently wins, you have to believe in your heart that if you go down, the whole thing goes down. Whether it's true or not, I'm telling you, because when you have that belief, you start to carry the weight on your shoulders. You start to stay laser focused when you believe that if you go down, the whole thing goes down, right? I was talking to my friend Darian Sanders yesterday. Darian's amazing. I was talking to him, and Darian said, Glenn, you have to understand something. You are not arrogant, you are authorized. Okay? You are not arrogant, you are authorized. And what he meant by that, and what I'll share with you, is see, no one else can do what you do. No one else can do your mission. No one else can do it, only you. And so I need you to carry that weight and understand that you are the asset. You are the asset in every situation. You are the asset in the room. You are the asset for your company. If you go down, everything goes down, right? Because when you start to think like that, like that's how I think. I'm like, bro, if I don't show up at 5:30, it's the end of the world. It's the end of the world. If I don't show up, if I don't do a show, it's the end of the world. If I don't over-deliver with hashtag Rise and Grind, it's the end of the world. If I don't over-deliver with Grow Your Business for God's sake, it's the end of the world. That's my mindset. That's my belief. And I understand that I'm the only one who can do it. I'm the asset. I'm not saying these things to be arrogant. It's because I am authorized. God chose me. He put me here with gifts. He put me here for a reason. He connected me with certain people. Who else can do it? Who else can do it? Nobody but me. Could I just call down to Nashville and say, hey, are you guys good? Let's jump on a conference call. Yeah, I could totally do that. But you know what? They're not going to carry the ball the way I carry the ball. Never. It's never going to happen. And that's not me being arrogant. It's just that I've been authorized. See, I understand something. I understand that I, like you, am a child of God. And see, with that, as a child of God, you have abilities and responsibilities, but most importantly, you have abilities. You have this superpower. You are an asset. You have value, right? My friend Danelle says it the other way around. She says, who loses if you don't win, right? You have to think about that. You have to think with that level of mindset. I guarantee you, Scott Simons, I've been talking about Scott a lot this morning, but I guarantee you, Scott Simons is like, if I were to leave, yes, my team is great. Yes, they're winners. Yes, I love them. But if I were to leave, the place would be worse off without me than it is with me, right? And he has a right to think that way. He actually is required to think that way so that he can stay laser focused on what's important. What's important is that he gets in there, that he grinds every day, that he pours into those people, that he leads them, that he grows them, that he nourishes them. That's important for their lives because Scott understands that it's bigger than him. Fair enough? Fair enough? Dude, I'm sorry. I already went over time, but it's just, dude. I want you to become laser focused because I know if you become laser focused, you can win. And I want you to win. That's why I do all of this. I want you to win because I know that if you win as a child of God, if you continue to win, if you continue to make good decisions like watching hashtag Rise and Grind or reading the Morning Five or jumping into the group and encouraging and doing positive comments and all of that stuff, I know if those things happen, it starts to make an impact. It starts to make an impact on your friends. It starts to make an impact on your family members. It's made a massive impact on me in my life and my family. And I, for one, dude, I absolutely love you for it. I do. If nobody's told you that yet today, I want to be the first. I absolutely stinking love you. And I love you because you have the ability to simplify the goal. You have this ability to taste the victory. You have the ability to focus on your strengths, not your weaknesses. You have so many strengths, dude. So many strengths. And if you'll start to understand that it's not about you, it's so much bigger than you, but also understand that you have value and you are the asset in the room, I know what'll happen. I'm so excited for what's going to happen in your life when you start winning. I want to leave you on one quick note. I mentioned my buddy Darian earlier. Check this out. This is my buddy Darian. He's a Broadway performer, incredible singer. He'll be at Grow Your Business for God's sake. I'm also going to take him all around the world because I want everybody to hear his voice. But here's him pouring into his son yesterday.
The Lord is in this place, not for a minute was I forsaken. The Lord is in this place. The Lord is in this place. Come, Holy Spirit, dry bones awaken. The Lord is in this place.
Have an amazing day. If you need more episodes, go to glennlundy.com. If you need some Rise and Grind gear, go to glennlundy.com. But most importantly, come back here again tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. We're going to do it all over again on hashtag Rise.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke, stay woke. Hashtag Rise and Grind, hashtag Rise and Grind. First thing on my mind, early in the morning time. Daily motivation, feeling so divine. Waking up the nation, hashtag Rise and Grind. Hashtag Rise and Grind, grind, 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 grind. Hashtag Rise and Grind. First thing
Mr. Wada,